Oh, the Aegean. Just the name itself makes you think of things, doesn't it? You think of bright blue seas, white houses on cliffs, and the soft sound of a bouzouki playing in the salty air. But there's another Aegean, a quieter, more secret coast that's right across the water, here in Turkey. It's a place where history isn't just in museums but is carved into the very stones you walk on. I've come here to explore a part of the coast from the old harbor of Assos to the famous mountains of Kaz Dağları. This trip promises not just things to see but feelings too. It's a land of sleepy stone villages, huge silvery green olive trees that go all the way down to the sea, and mountains that hum with old stories. So come with me, okay? Let's leave the usual path behind and go into this secret Aegean. This is Turkey's secret and it's waiting to be shared. Our first stop is the truly amazing village of Assos, or Bayramkali as it's called by the local people. It's a place that seems to be in two worlds at once. High up on a hill is the old Acropolis, a quiet reminder of its great past. The moment you get there, you feel the weight of history settle on you like a warm blanket. You can almost hear the sound of sandals on stone. The great Aristotle himself came here in the 4th century BC. He was invited by the city's ruler, Hermias. He married Hermias's niece. To walk these same paths, to stand where he might have stood looking out at the Aegean, is a deeply moving experience. It makes you realize we are all small parts of a much, much longer story. The village itself is a beautiful example of simple country charm. Houses built from honey-colored volcanic stone give the whole place a warm glow. Around every corner something new waits. A doorway covered in bright pink flowers. A sleeping cat curled up on a warm wall. The speed of life here is wonderfully, refreshingly slow. People sit outside their homes talking with neighbors. Climbing to the very top of Assos to the Acropolis feels like a special journey. The path is steep, but with every step, the view gets more and more amazing. And then, you see it. Standing tall against the huge sky and sea are the remaining columns of the Temple of Athena. Built in the 6th century BC, it is one of the oldest Doric temples in all of Anatolia. Even with only a few columns still standing, you can see the skill and the huge effort of its builders. The heart of Assos, though, is its tiny, incredibly romantic harbor. The harbor is a perfect curve, lined with old stone buildings that used to be warehouses for acorns and olive oil. Today, they have been nicely turned into charming little hotels and seafood restaurants with their tables and chairs right at the water's edge. You can sit for hours at a cafe, sipping a strong Turkish coffee or a cold glass of local wine, just watching the gentle rhythm of this place. As evening comes, the harbor changes. The setting sun paints the sky in shades of orange and purple, and the stone buildings take on a soft golden glow. The smell of grilled fish and sizzling garlic fills the air, calling you to dinner. To eat here with your feet almost in the sea, enjoying the freshest catch of the day while listening to the gentle sounds of the harbor, is an experience that stays with you. It is simple, real, and truly unforgettable. Leaving the coast behind for a short while, we go inland to the town of Ayvacik. The land changes into rolling hills of silvery green. We are in the land of the olive tree, and honestly they are everywhere. Old, twisted trunks, some hundreds of years old, reach towards the sky, their leaves shimmering in the sunlight. These groves are not just pretty to look at, they are the lifeblood of the community. For generations, families here have grown these trees, harvesting the precious fruit to make some of Turkey's best olive oil. We stopped at a small family-run olive oil press, a simple building where, honestly, magic happens. The owner, a gentleman with smiling eyes and hands stained by his work, proudly showed us the huge stone wheels and modern presses. Tasting the oil was a huge surprise. It was nothing like the factory-made stuff you find in stores. This was liquid gold. We dipped pieces of fresh, crusty village bread into a bowl of the oil, a simple act that felt like a feast. This is the flavor of Ayvacık, the pure, true taste of the Turkish countryside. To truly understand the soul of a Turkish town, you must visit its weekly market, or pazar. The pazar in Ayvacık is a wonderful burst of life, color, and sound. Piles of shiny olives, pyramids of fragrant spices, mountains of fresh vegetables, deep purple eggplants, ruby red tomatoes. The sellers call out to people walking by, their voices a friendly rhythmic song, inviting you to taste a slice of melon or a juicy fig. From the sunny coast and the rich flatlands, our journey now takes us up into the cool green embrace of Kaz Dağları, Mount Ida. As you start to go up, the land changes a lot. Olive groves at the edge give way to thick pine forests, oak groves, and tall fir stands. The air becomes cooler and crisper. This mountain is full of old stories and legends. In Homer's Iliad, this is where the gods watched the Trojan War. Deep within the forests of Kaz Dağları you find its hidden treasures, the waterfalls. At places like Sütüven and Hasanboguldu, the water falls over moss-covered rocks, plunging into emerald-green pools below. The mountain's villages like Yeşilyurt and Adatepe are just as magical as the forests. These are beautifully preserved stone villages that seem to have been frozen in time. Sitting on a patio in Adatepe, sipping herbal tea made from plants picked on the mountain, and looking out over the olive groves to the sea, is an experience of pure happiness. As my trip from the old stones of Assos to the holy forests of Kaz Dağları comes to an end, I am left with a deep feeling of peace and wonder. This secret part of the Aegean is so much more than just a beautiful place to visit. It is a place that gets into your soul. It's the taste of freshly pressed olive oil on warm bread, the sound of the wind whispering through 2,500-year-old temple columns. This is a land of stories, stories of thinkers, goddesses, sad lovers, dedicated farmers. You feel them everywhere, in the ruins, in the twisted olive trees, and in the faces of the people you meet. Traveling here is not about checking off places from a list, it's about diving into the rhythm of a life that is slower, richer, and more connected to the earth. The magic of this region lies in how everything fits together. The old, the new, the mountain, the sea, the culture, the nature. They all exist in a perfect, delicate balance. Whether it's watching a fisherman fix his net, sharing a cup of tea with a shopkeeper, or simply sitting quietly by a waterfall, these are the memories that truly make us richer. So if you ever feel drawn to the Aegean, I really want you to look beyond the usual places. Come and discover this secret coast. Come and walk where Aristotle walked, taste the gold of the olive groves, and breathe the mythical air of Mount Ida. It is a journey that will change you, leaving you refreshed, inspired, and with a heart full of stories. This is Turkey at its most enchanting, its most soulful, and its most welcoming, and I know for sure that one day I will be back.